match. Drew Levin playing Pyromancer Ascension. We saw him lose his first rounds.
But that was the Club Alpha Red, and that's not really realistic representation of how a deck's going to perform across the field.
Right, Jonathan Sukenik we've had under the camera twice now playing his blue-white gravitational shift Cobblade deck. So we'll see how it fares. I think Pyromancer Ascension is probably favored in this matchup, but
I don't remember looking at John's list. He may have Celestial Purges though for this, and that would be a huge edge.
Purge, it makes a big difference.
Oblivion Ring's also a huge difference because the Pyromancer Ascension deck, again, it has to pass the turn now. So you're going to have a turn where you can Oblivion Ring the Ascension most likely.
Right, and as long as they don't have, say, Mana Leak or double Mana Leak or something like that, it can be a big problem. So it'll be exciting to see how this matchup plays out. They're going to Game 3, so clearly they both have already stolen one game away from each other. Could be kind of even. Could be a sideboard battle. Don't know. But we're going to hop into Game 3 here, and we'll kind of figure out what's going on.
Yep.
Who do you think has the inherent advantage?
I'd be willing to say that the Cobblade deck's probably a little ahead. I think the card Spell Pierce is massive.
Oh, cool.
And Drew didn't have Spell Pierce, right? When we looked at his deck?
Drew did not. No. He might have had Spell Pierce. Jonathan Medina had Dispel instead of Spell Pierce.
I thought Drew didn't have.
But it's possible Drew didn't have it either.
He did have 4C, but that's a different story.
Yeah, Drew didn't have 4C because he couldn't find his 4Cs.
He was probably the 5th person running around the room asking if anyone had the card 4C. So, the first 18 copies were gone, and he was left with nothing.
Hard to find.
So, for those of you who aren't around for round 1, he played a Blue Sun Zenith, a Call to Mind, and 2 Sea-Beyonds instead.
Yes. Which, isn't the worst in general, but in a deck where you're trying to hit double up on all your instants and sorceries, it makes a big difference, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's too bad Drew couldn't find the cards he needed. I told him to go buy M11 boosters, but he was having none of it. So
didn't want to play I think he said it was the $4 coin flip to hit.
I mean, maybe you get there, maybe you don't. I don't know. But Drew, his Blue Sun Zenith served him pretty well. Round 1, even though he lost, we saw him, draw 6 cards off of it.
He won that game.
Yeah, he did win that game. Doubled it up with Pyromancer's Ascension. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But now the player's heading into Game 3. We've seen Jonathan Sukenik under the lights twice already, I believe?
Twice in a row right now.
Twice in a row.
2 rounds.
Wow. He's playing the Gravitational Shift Blue-White deck.
Yeah. Now
the shifts may or may not still be in for this matchup. We'll see.
Okay, now we have lifts. Gravitational Shift is capitalized with exclamation marks next to it.
Yes, and so is Admonition Angel.
Okay. He does have Celestial Purge. Drew only has 2 Spell Pierces.
Okay.
John has Into the Royal and Oblivion Ring, and he's got a lot of cards to interact with Drew's game plan. We got started here. Drew has a turn 2 Pyromancer's Ascension out. Looks like he was on the play this game, and John has a Celestial Colonnade that was tapped, so he cannot Spell Pierce it.
Oh, and
Snap Celestial Purge.
Yeah, that Celestial Purge could not come out of Jonathan Sukenik's hand fast enough, and that Pyromancer Ascension has been sent into exile.
Drew ponders.
So, Drew goes for a pondered. And we'll see what he does with these cards. The addition of Ponders, the card a lot of people really felt pushed this deck over the top, but it hasn't really done that well today. I think Splinter Twin is just probably the more reliable combo deck overall. All right,
Drew Gitaxian Probes for free. Sees Spell Pierce.
Squadron Hawk.
Mesa. Is that a Squadron
Hawk? I think
Hawk?
pretty sure it's a Squadron Hawk.
Some other Jace Balerin that looks like, and some card that we cannot see at the top.
Yeah, it's some blue card.
The very top?
Yeah.
No, there's a Jace Balerin, and then there's a card past that.
Yeah, it past the Jace, I'm pretty sure it's a blue card.
Oh, there's 2 cards past that, maybe? Yeah.
All right, well.
John has a Stacked Grip. He has a Preordain and some other card past that.
Let's see. So he plays down Arid Mesa.
Do you think he boarded in Mental Misstep for all the cantrips?
I think that's a good call. I mean, if you can stop the deck's cantrips, it's a big deal. Plus, dealing with Spell Pierce is pretty reasonable.
Yeah. John cracks his Arid Mesa, getting a Plains.
Okay. Now, what do you think we're going to see him go for this turn? Squadron Hawk with Spell Pierce up?
Possibly. Let's see. That's probably a reasonable start. Just get some pressure on. Spell Pierce doesn't do too much against Drew because he's already reached the point of
Spellskite.
Yeah.
So Drew's going to Mana Leak and Spell Pierce from John. Make sure that Spellskite sticks.
Well, what I was saying, the spell Pierce was not going to stop a Pyromancer's Ascension next turn necessarily, unless Drew had a cantrip and Drew just ran it out into it. But there's another probe, Mana Leak, Squadron Hawk, Preordain, and Jace Valerian, I think, other cards.
Yep. So we know all of what's in John's hand right now.
Yes.
Now it's just a matter of what Drew Levin chooses to do. So Drew picks up a card off that probe.
Preordains, digging a bit deeper, finds an Ascension. I think he's going to leave it on top and just drop it right into play. Get things going.
And there's the Ascension. Now it's interesting. Spellskite is a card that John would make sense to bring in because it gets a Splinter Twin decks, but against the Pyromancer Ascension deck, it's actually not that exciting.
It does counter a full burn spell even through Ascension.
That's counter a full burn spell. It does redirect into the Royal, do some very small margins and stuff.
But it might be better than say Admonition Angel or something.
Right.
Some expensive tap out guy that gets bounced by into the Royal.
Yeah, I think Spellskite is fine. It's just way worse than we're used to against the blue-red decks.
Yeah.
And looks like John has
as he draws the
one.
second one, we say this. John plays Squadron Hawk. Drew's Ascension's up to 1 counter, so it's going to get live real soon.
Yeah, and then you have to deal with it, which is going to be rough. Even think about Ascensions. Even if Spellskite starts redirecting everything,
and it's live.
It's live now. Even if Spellskite starts redirecting everything to it and eating up things, Drew's cards. He's going to draw so many cards off all his cantrips.
It gets him a little bit of time to Oblivion Ring or something. But Drew's third Ponder here looks like a shuffle. But the real important part is Ascension's live.
Yes, Ascension is live. And now, whatever instant or sorcery Drew spell casts, whatever instant or sorcery spell Drew casts will be doubled up. You'll get 2 copies of it, so that includes Mana Leaks, that includes Ponders, Preordains.
Kicked into the Royals, everything.
And, of course, Burst Lightning.
Yes.
John serves for 1 to Drew. Taps 2, there's a Squadron Hawk.
And a tapped Celestial, or a Seachrome Coast.
Alright, so Drew plays Kicked into the Royal, bouncing both Squadron Hawks. John redirects 1 to Spellskite.
Redirects the other to Spellskite.
Redirects the other, pays 2 life to do so. So Drew will only draw 1 card.
Yes.
Which is the big deal.
Which was another into the Royal, by the way.
Huh. So now he can double bounce both those Squadron Hawks.
Yes.
If he wants to. Might not need to do so now. He just doesn't.
Might want to wait a little bit on that.
Yeah, no need to.
Drew is at a very healthy 14 life. Lightning bolts down to both Hawks.
Okay.
Frost Titan hits play for Drew Levin after John replays a Spellskite and the Squadron Hawks. Frost Titan's probably gonna be able to close up here through even, Ascension gets into the Royal, so that's gone, but
Frost Titan's still quite the menace.
Yeah. Even though Spellskite's gonna eat up some of that, but it's still a Titan. It still needs an answer fast.
Yeah, you gotta answer that Titan.
And he could really legitimately get into burn range with that Frost Titan hitting him pretty easily. It's still like Burst Lightning and Lightning Bolt don't actually, need to be Pyromancer's Ascension to go lethal.
Right, speaking of Burst Lightning, Drew bursts down that Spellskite, serves in with Frost Titan, and taps one of Jonathan's lands.
John preordains for an answer. Looks like he ships both.
Draws a Mirror Angel.
Yep.
Serves for 1 with that Squadron Hawk. Maybe he was going to cast Spellskite here?
Probably. Oh,
Or
just
another Hawk.
Okay.
Drew plays Ascension. Plays a Ponder, starts leveling it up.
4th Ponder. Looks like he's just going to send that away.
Drew not happy with his 3 cards, but he looks at them for a little while longer. Yeah, he just chooses to shuffle them away. And alright. Drew serves with 6 on Frost Titan, taps down Squadron Hawk. And
keeps it tapped.
Now Jonathan Sukenik sitting on only 5 life. The Mirror Angel's going to help out.
Round number 8.
And this is turn 0 of time for those who did not hear that announcement.
They might have a small extra turn.
That's true.
Because they got moved to the feature match.
2-minute extension. So
2-minute extension.
John plays a Mirror Angel, landfalls in a guy, and preordains. Still digging for an answer to this Titan.
And the player's desperately trying to finish quickly.
Yes.
Neither of them wants to draw here. They know it's both bad. It's bad for both of them. And
Drew's very easily within range of lethal right now. Frost Titan gets in, taps a bird. Squadron Hawk gets in, so not quite dead yet.
And Drew did not have a play there.
No, he did not. John landfalls another bird into play. Plays a Spellskite.
What did Drew tap with the Frost Titan?
A bird token.
A bird token? And is that bird token? Oh, okay. He moved it to the side. Okay, we're good.
Drew kicks a Mana Leak on a Merry Angel, or kicks a Into the Royal on a Merry Angel, but that promptly gets Mana Leaked.
Still powers up the Ascension, though.
It does, in fact.
And Dispel.
Yes. Mana Leak gets double dispelled.
And it looks like John is going to redirect it to the Spellskite by paying 2 life.
Yeah, that does in fact look like what's happening. So, Into the Royal... Okay, so Into the Royal resolves, Drew draws a card, and John gets to replay Spellskite and figure out whether he wants to make some attacks, I think.
Well, John's Mirror Angel got it returned there.
Oh, it did get returned. That was the response. There we go. That was the confusion. Okay, so John's trying to figure out if he's going to win this game or not. Turn 0 time again. Passes the turn. Drew has 2 cards in hand. 3 cards in hand. That's a lot. 4 now. Yeah. It's turn 1.
All right, can Frost Titan finish the game?
Let's see. Frost Titan's going to try and tap down a bird.
All right, and now John has to block.
John throws an actual bird in the way.
Okay.
Squadron Hawks does not untap.
Drew's sitting at 12, John's sitting at 5, so Drew just has to find a way to push through the last couple points of damage.
Yep. Drew has 2 threats in play, so it's looking a bit difficult for John.
Yeah, Drew definitely has the commanding board position.
John plays probably a Merry Angel here.
Yeah, I'd imagine he's going to replay the Angel.
Resolves and landfalls.
Huh.
John passes. I think he may have tapped a little off there. Might have to pay 2 life for the Spellskite, which can matter. But Merry Angel's tapped down, and a bird. Those look like Dragon Knight tokens get in the way.
Yeah.
Turn 3, by the way. John untaps not the Ameria Angel. Turn 4.
Looking very likely to be a draw here, unless John's willing to concede to Drew.
Or Drew draws a burn spell.
Right, or Drew draws a burn spell.
The easy usual Pyromancer's Ascension win of burn you.
Alright, so Drew attacks. John chump blocks it again. And Drew's like, will you concede to me?
John goes into the tank.
Huh. And they're talking about what would happen potentially in future turns.
I think John's arguing that Active Emeria Angel is going to be joined by a Sword of Feast and Famine soon, and the spell site's going to stop any kind of death that could occur. And, I mean, it's definitely a game that could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, I think Drew's has the advantage with the lands in John's hands, plus the Spellskite protects from any burn spells.
Yeah,
It could go either way at this point, and I think one of the players... It's probably right for one of the players to concede to the other here, though.
Yeah.
Because they're both X2. A draw here is bad for both of them.
They can top 32 with it, right?
Probably, but X2 normally might just be top 16, although Drew did lose his first round.
Yeah.
But Jonathan Sukenik started off with several wins, I believe.
Yeah. I don't know.
And now just players figuring it out.
Now it's just the old Mexican cereal.
Yeah. So you see the players are working out, and I'm sure a judge is going to intervene any moment and ask them to...
There we go. That looked like the intervene.
That looked like the intervening moment.
The please make a decision.
And
I think Drew pulled the sign the match slip how you want it to be, maybe?
Let's see what it says. Hey, we're back. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm Gavin Verhey, not Jonathan Sukenik, and this is Ari Lax, not Drew Levin. And we just watched a really tight third game between Jonathan Sukenik and Drew Levin, and I believe it ended in a draw. It didn't look like either player was willing to concede the other, which...
No. It was definitely a reasonable situation where neither player was super far ahead of the other, but...
yeah, I mean, I'm going to confirm that it was a draw real fast, but it seemed like, I mean, either player could easily win from that position depending on what the draws were. So, yeah, and it was a draw. So, there we go.
Was in fact a draw.
That was a draw. So they both go to X2-1, and now they're probably both in contention for top 32, like you said.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It's not like it knocked both of them out or anything.
Yeah.
Well, this is the last round of splits coming out.
We're heading into the last round now. This is it. So we're probably gonna have a match just playing for top 8 on camera.
Pretty likely.
There's a chance that everyone could draw into top 8, but in 10 rounds, it's more likely there's gonna be people on the bubble battling.
Yeah, especially